Hello, children. How are you all? I hope you all are enjoying the audio trips to different states of our adorable country, India. So, here's another trip awaiting for you all. As we know, our friends Tanish, Tia, Ruby, and Rosa not only attended the wedding of their friend Abunti's brother in Assam but also utilized the opportunity to explore the land of Blue Hills, Assam. Now, it's time for them to visit another state. After a lot of discussions and suggestions from each one of them, they decided to go and visit the northern side of India. Suddenly, Dia remembered something and said, "My father was in the army and posted in Rajasthan when I was very small. But still, I remember that colorful state." Everyone was excited and decided to visit the state, which is also called Rangilo, Rajasthan. Father and told him about their trip. Her father immediately called up his old friend who was still staying in Jaipur about the children's visit and requested him to take care of them as well as take them around to see this beautiful place. So, the tickets for their flights were booked and soon the children headed towards Rajasthan. Before landing in Jaipur International Airport, they could see the remarkable contrast in the scenic beauty between Assam and Rajasthan. Assam was canvassed by greenery and Rajasthan the golden desert. Their flight landed on time. Dia's uncle was standing there to receive them. They all greeted him. To their pleasant surprise, his two children of their age with him. Uncle introduced them as Sarah and Aryan. At the airport, they noticed that few people are wearing multicolored turbans and greeting everyone saying Ram Ram Sa. Then uncle told them that this is the way to greet each other in Rajasthan. On their way, while going home, they could see huge forts and buildings with beautiful architecture. Children were very curious about these forts and buildings. After reaching home, Uncle said, "Let's eat our dinner and Sarah and Aryan will be your guide for the tour of Rajasthan." Aunt served them the most traditional and popular dishes of Rajasthan, that is dal bhati churma, gatte ki sabzi with bajre ki roti, followed by ghevar in the Swedish. After dinner, they all sat in their drawing room, which was decorated with artifacts from Rajasthan. Sarah told them that Rajasthan is a state located in the northwestern part of India. It is bounded to the north and northeast by the states of Punjab and Haryana, to the east and southeast by the states of Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, to the southwest by the state of Gujarat, and to the west and northwest by the provinces of Sindh and Punjab in Pakistan. The capital of Rajasthan is Jaipur, which is also called the Pink City. Do you know, children, why it is called the Pink City? It is because the whole city is made up and they all look alike due to their dominant color scheme, that is pink. After having Rajasthani pyaz ki kachori with sweet lassi and delicious malpuas for breakfast, they all set to go to see the different forts. First, they went to the Amer forts, which was built in the year 1592. It is the best known for being a pristine example of Rajasthani architecture. After that, they all went to see the Nahargarh fort, also known as also known as Tiger Fort. This is nearly 300-year-old fort. Stands on the edge of the Aravali Hills overlooking the city of Jaipur. Next, they visited Jal Mahal. One look at the Jal Mahal and you might think you are seeing a mirage. The graceful palace seems to float atop the twinkling Mansagar lake. They were mesmerized and awed with the beauty of these sights. After the day-long trip, the children go back to uncle's place. They were treated to a lavish Rajasthani food, kher sangri, Kabuli veg layered pulao for dinner. Children wanted to buy few gifts for their family and friends. So next day, after having Rajasthani traditional breakfast of mirch vada and mohan thal, they were set off for Babu Bazar. This market is famous for its leather products and mojari shoes that are made of camel leather. You can also find exclusive handicrafts, lehengas, colorful sarees and unique sandstone artifacts here. In between, children saw camels going from one place to another with colorful fancy accessories on them. Most of the men and women were wearing their traditional attire. Women were wearing lehenga choli with colorful orni and jewelry made up of la, and the men were in angrakha made up of cotton with multicolored pagdi or turban on their heads and mojari shoes. After buying gave the famous Hawa Mahal, which is called the Palace of Winds or the Palace of Breeze. It is built of red and pink sandstone. The structure was built in 1799 by Maharaja Savai Pratap Singh, the grandson of Maharaja Savai Jai Singh, who was founder of Jaipur. Overwhelmed by the exotic experience of Pink City Jaipur, they all went back home and started packing their bags for their next trip. So children, are you all ready to join them again? Till then, goodbye.